Happy hump day to everyone, and welcome to the voiceover huddle. Today, we're going to talk about under promise and over deliver when it comes to customer support, but we'll get to that in a sec. We had a really good class last night on the business side of voiceover, the 7-step business system in voiceover that we had a ton of people on and lots of good information, lots of participation, which is always great, lots of good questions. And, but never fear, if you've missed it, we still have it available through Friday night at midnight. It will still be available for the replay. Same price. We're not jacking the price up for it. You can go check it out in the link below if you want to check the replay. It's about an hour and a half of content, excuse me, of content. And like I said, a lot of good stuff covered, everything from invoicing to bookkeeping, taxes, expenses, naming your account, or I'm sorry, naming your business, all that kind of stuff. Lots of good stuff. So if you missed it, check it out. Link below. And let's get into today's topic. And today's going to be another short one because I am neck deep in e-learning. I've got a ginormous e-learning project that I'm working on this whole week. In fact, it may even bleed into next week as well. And so I've got to get back into that. But I wanted to hop on and talk about this very important topic. And that is under promise and over deliver when it comes to your voiceover clients. I'll give you an example. This e-learning that I'm working on today, when she originally reached out, and this is a repeat client, so they're familiar with my work and what I do. When they reached out and asked me what my timeline would be for finishing this project, I overestimated the amount of time that it would take me. And I told her that. And I think I told her 7 business days because it's a monster. And so I told her 7 business days, but I think I can get it done in 4 to 5. Now, if she's expecting it in 7 days and I get it to her in 4 to 5 days, who looks like the genius? I do. And so that way she will be able to get started on her project on, actually getting the final e-learning assembled earlier. And of course, that will make her look good to her boss, right? So it's kind of a ripple effect. Um, Plus, another thing that I'm doing is as I'm finishing every single module or lesson, it's multiple lessons and then a bunch of slides within each lesson. As I finish every lesson, I go ahead and upload those to our shared folder so that she can go ahead and get started. So in other words, she's not going to wait. She won't have to wait until I'm completely done with the whole thing to start working on it. She can go ahead and hop in and start proofing it and assembling her thing as the lessons get completed. So once again, that makes her more efficient, makes me look good because I'm being proactive and uploading those as they're completed, and everybody wins. So today, I'm going to finish probably another one of the lessons. And so at the end of the day today, I'll upload those to our shared Google Drive. She can get started on that. So the moral of the story is don't just think about how long it's going to take you and quote that exact time. Give yourself a little bit of a buffer, a day or two, or however, long you think, because anything can happen. You could your computer could crash. There's, Murphy's Law, stuff happens, right? And so you want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room so that you're not under the gun, and really having to, you know, stress about getting the job done and working these long extra hours and stuff. Because remember, a job like this, you need to rest your instrument. And, by the end of the day, especially yesterday, because we had the huddle, I had a bunch of other jobs. Then I had this big job, and then I had last night's webinar. By the end of yesterday, my voice was cooked. So I just shut my pie hole for the rest of the day, what was left of it, and didn't say a thing so that I could rest and get right back into it today. So that's another aspect of this. You want to make sure that you're protecting this because this is your moneymaker, right? So there you go. Under promise, over deliver. All right. I forgot to mention, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're creeping up on 100,000. So keep going, keep going, keep going. Tell your friends, your neighbors, your family members, tell them all to subscribe so that we can get up to 100,000. That'll be a really cool benchmark if we can get there. Okay, let's see who's in today. Sarah, good morning from Destin. She was first in today. Congratulations for that. There's Sean from Longview, Sirius from Charlotte, Terry from Falston, Maryland, John from Denver. There's Becky, got a full day in Michigan. Well, I'm glad. That means it's working for you, right? Hopefully the blueprint's working for you, Becky. If you're filling your day, that's the ultimate goal, is to fill up your days. And after a while, every day will get full. And then you may have to start thinking about hiring an assistant to do your marketing and stuff. That's what happened with me. I got to where I just didn't have enough time in the day to do marketing. So I had to get somebody to help. There's Nancy in Yankton, South Dakota. Tracy, good morning from Rochester, Minnesota. Had a great class last night. Good info. Thank you. Well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Glad you got something out of it. David from Hamilton, Ontario. Kathleen from Wyoming. Callie from Pasco, Washington. Mark from bright and sunny Montreal. Jason from Kearney, Nebraska. Alex from Utah. He says he wishes everyone a good one. There's Denise from LI. Awesome content last night. Well, thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Denise is also one of our Blueprint members who is crushing it right now. Corey from Whitehall, Wisconsin. Johnny from Florida. Jay, good morning, afternoon from Covington, Georgia. There's Wayne from Port Orchard, Washington. Johnny says, the Scotty principle. Tell the captain it'll be fixed in 10 hours, then do it in 2. Hey, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. That's a good one. The Scotty principle. John from ATL, happy Wednesday. Theo, happy hump day. Where we promise we'll get over the hump at noon. But what we didn't mention is that noon right now, it's noon right now somewhere. Yeah, it probably is. Gretchen from Adrian, Michigan. Theo from the kitchen table in Palace Hills, Illinois. Johnny says, Theo, you got me. It's good here. Or I'm sorry, it's noon here. There's Nephi from Knox Vegas. Andrew, good morning / evening from Latvia. Jason says, absolutely spot on. Sandra, good morning from DFW. Johnny says, this is why I joke that VO peeps should learn sign language. Harold says, take care of your health. Yes, your health all the way, not just your voice, everything. That COVID took me out a few weeks ago, and it was no bueno. Wally says, back on the road. Thanks for the instruction, Mike. My pleasure, buddy. Scott from Richmond. Voice 156. Delivering ASAP not only looks good, but it keeps your hands free for new projects. Yes, but you know what? That actually brings up a good point. Don't deliver too fast because you run the risk of possibly looking like you didn't take your time, attention to detail. So there's kind of a sweet spot. I've actually delivered super fast for people. Either they send me the script and they haven't gotten the, this happens every now and then where they send me the script. They haven't gotten the final approval yet, but I go ahead and start working on the script because I know that they're going to need it. And they go, okay, it's good to go. Go ahead and start. and I've already finished, and I sent it to them, and they're like, "What?" Just be careful because if you go too fast, you may make mistakes. You don't want to appear like you're just, you know, rushing. So just be careful there. That's a good point. Becky says, "Is Business Day an America thing?" I've never heard of it. Of course, they got a day for everything, and Hallmark is behind most of them, I think. Andrew says, "How long should you use your voice before you take a break or rest?" That depends on your stamina. If you've been doing this for a while, like I have, you do definitely build up kind of a stamina. But when you're new at this and you're not used to using your voice all day, every day, it can be, it can go a little quicker. So just kind of pay attention to your own situation. If you start to feel fatigued, that's a good time to stop and take a break. Don't try to power through. Don't try to power through that chapter or that paragraph or whatever you're doing. If you're starting to feel it, just hit stop on the record, get up, walk around, drink some water, some tea, um, and then get back to it. It's a total, individual thing. Voice 156 greets from Holland. There's Stephen from Atlanta. Edwin says, "Hot biscuits. I missed the class last night. Can I buy the recorded version?" Edwin from Charlotte. Yes, you can. In fact, there's a link in the bottom or in the description. You can go and buy the replay. It'll be available at that price for till Friday night at midnight, and then it goes away for a while. And then when it comes back, it's going to be a different price. So make sure you get it at the lowest price, which is right now. Click that link below, and you'll be able to get the replay. Marlene says, Becky, business day is usually Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I agree. Oh, I was okay. Okay. Becky says, "Sorry, I was meaning the phrase. I'll have it done in X business days. My last client has a different idea of what a business day is." Okay, yeah. Mostly, if if you've got clients in the United States, they understand that business day means Monday through Friday, right? If there are people in other countries who have different works weeks and stuff like that, you may have to explain it. But yes, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5-ish, your time zone is kind of that's what most people understand to be business day. Or, when you say, "I'll have it to you by end of business," that means by the end of the day, end of the business day where you are, 5, maybe 6 p.m. Or you can get even more specific and say, "I'll have it to you by Thursday at 6 p.m." or, whatever. That way they know exactly when to expect it. And then if you get it to them early, you are the rock star. All right, all right. Well, I tell you what, we're at the bottom of our chat here, so I'm going to get back into e-learning land. I want you all to have a fantastic day and week, and I'll be back here tomorrow, same time. We do this every morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time, where we give you just a little bit of a bite-sized nugget to get you further down the road to your VO journey and your VO goal. And until then, I will. Okay, wait a second. Got none. Got a one here. What are your thoughts on the air assistance from Fiverr? Air assistance. I'm not sure what that means. I think you may. Do you mean AI assistant? Okay, AI assistant. Yeah. I've heard of it, heard about it. I haven't delved into it because honestly, Fiverr is not a major part of my business. I have a Fiverr profile and I get work on there pretty regular, but I don't really focus on it. It's not my main, thing. My main source of business is direct marketing. But I've heard about it and I've heard people, in some of the voiceover Facebook groups and stuff, both like it and hate it. I haven't really looked into it too much, so maybe I should. So I don't know. Seems to be just at first glance, it seems to be kind of unnecessary in my opinion, but that's just me. One of the things that we talk about on in the voiceover blueprint and on here is diversifying your income stream. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if you're just relying on Fiverr for your income, they may throw a bomb in there like this AI thing that may completely ruin stuff. You never know. And if you're focused and solely relying on Fiverr or any platform in particular, um, and something happens to that platform, your business is done. So let Fiverr and Upwork and all these other platforms just be one spoke in your revenue wheel. Um, so yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. Okay, I'm gonna bounce, get back into it. So I'll see you all here tomorrow morning. Until then, break a lip. Take care.